What's going on? I'm back at it. I'm here to give you guys a quick, I hope it's quick, my first 7 to 8 months owning an EV slash Tesla Model 3 SR Plus. So, where do I start? Well, I'm going to tell you this much. I'll do it all over again. It wasn't the worst decision I made, and quite frankly, and a lot of decisions I made in my life, this is one of the best choices I've ever made. So for me, this is what's up. This is a great choice for me. It's beneficial and it's economical. So for those who are worried about, money and how much you're spending nowadays with inflation and all this crazy stuff that's happening around the world, this was my best choice to do. I'm currently charging right now at level 2 charger. I'm in New York City. I'm actually in the city, not New York and upstate, but I'm actually in New York City. So I'm charging at a level 2 charger, which I charge here somewhat on a regular basis. At first, I was only charging at supercharging stations, which is usually not ideal to do. But, you could charge at a supercharging station. But if you really want to take care of your battery, I'm going to tell you now, you may want to ease up on supercharging unless you're on long distance driving. That's understandable if you use that. Or if you got time to, waste and you find yourself a level 2 charging station and you're staying overnight somewhere, use the level 2 charging station. It avoids battery degradation and your battery stays healthy. So people that charge from home, that's great for them because they don't have to worry about their battery, losing life. It's like a cell phone. A lot of people like to go to sleep and use their cell phone and have it connected. Some people like to have their cell phone connected and use it at the same time, which kills the battery. So now knowing that my car was roughly my car went to about $50,000, and now the price is up. Now I think the car is about at $54,000. Used, I've seen it at 57, even close to 60. And this is just the SR Plus, which is the regular base model rear wheel drive. So the LR, which is the long range, it's a little higher, and then you have the performance of the Model 3. So I've seen them in streets for sale for whatever reason. But for me, saving money on gas, comfortable, fast. Everything is to enjoy about the car. I know it's plain, it's not much in it. It's just basically this big screen that's in front of you. But there's convenience. As I'm charging, I could be watching a movie on Netflix right now, but I won't. I'm about to go get something to eat and drink, chill out, and probably take a walk home, and then just come back and pick it up when it's all done. I have about 3 hours left of charge when you use a level 2 charger, and the level 1 is going to be a lot more slower. So these are about level 2 chargers. So if you want to use the Flow app or Charge Point, and then there's some other companies out there that you could use to charge your car, and you got time to kill, and I'm talking about time to kill, yeah, do that instead. Supercharging is if you're just on the go and you want to charge for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, depending, or an hour. Or like I said, if you're on long trips, that's your best bet to supercharge, which kills time. But if you got time to spare, level 2 chargers are the best. If you see this cord right behind me, I'm connected right now. What are the things that I could talk about the car itself? Just give me a second. New York City is loud. I'm near a hospital, so wait for this ambulance to pass. So one thing for sure is tinting. You have panoramic, you want to tint this glass. A lot of people tell me they do 5%. I did not tint mine, but you are going to get a lot of heat coming in from here. A lot of heat. You feel it. I bought the front shield, you know, sun reflector to avoid too much heat, and of course keep the inside, you know, well conditioned. Of course, sun will kill it. So in the summertime, you want to be able to do the best you can. For some of you, the guys that live in Texas and Arizona, you know, Miami, Orlando, those hot places, yeah, tint. And I've heard that tinting at 5% is the best choice. I mean, it's the top all the way to the back. As you can see on mine, I only tint from this little line right here down. You can't tell from the outside. You can only tell from inside that it's tinted. All right. I will be tinting though this whole thing all over again. I mean, I'm gonna tint this at 5%. My windows all around are at all 35. They're all 35. I didn't think that I needed to go that dark, just to avoid cops and situations and whatnot. But I live in New York City, and a lot of people got darker tints than mine. So I think I'm gonna redo them because one of them is chipping anyway. So tinting them to about, if you want to keep it on regulations, it's really your choice or what you want to do, go for it. But for me, I think I'm going to go a lot darker, and I'm definitely going to tint my front. I think I'm going to go at maybe, I think I'm going to go about either 20 or 35% on the front windshield, and then on my regular mirrors, I think I'm going to go with 20 or maybe 10. So let's see what I end up doing. I'll give you guys an update when I tint it again. But that's as far as tinting wise, that's what I did. I didn't really do too much of accessories in the car like a lot of people post, and a lot of people doing a lot of adding all these different accessories. What I did do, as you saw in some of the videos that I have, I did put, you know, these not real carbon fiber but pattern carbon fiber covers on my side mirrors. I did do it inside my console, as you probably saw in the mirror on the last videos as well. I didn't go all out on it, honestly, because I'm actually thinking about upgrading. I did order the Cybertruck, so I'm waiting to see if the Cybertruck comes, which is going to be like 2 years from now. If I don't, I was thinking about upgrading this to the performance, but let's see what happens. If I get a performance, that would be great. As far as taking care of the car, I am 100% glad I did this, because I'm not truly a car guy or hands-on car person. I normally I dealt with my Land Cruiser that I had for about 21 years. I dealt with that mostly, but that truck, Toyota, and at that time, those cars are great cars. The way they were built and they were made for longevity. They were built for longevity, and that was long. So jumping into an EV, I'm not worrying about maintenance. Only rotating tires and filters. And what? You may have put some windshield wipe, you know, lick fluid in there. That's about it. But other than that, there's not much to feel that you have to keep maintenance. Now, some people want to do PPF, which is the paint protection film. I didn't do that. I wish I was able to do it at first, but I didn't. I had a lot of other things I needed to do first. So a PPF is a good idea to do, or you can do the whole wrap thing where everybody's doing now. I just think that's extremely expensive, and I think that's a little too silly to charge somebody $5 grand for a wrap that's only gonna last you 10 years. Now, granted, you still have to take care of your car if you wrap it. You know that, right? That means that you got to wash your car practically almost every week, which I do anyway, but you have to wash your car every week. All right, you have to take care of the film itself also. So it's not like you just be like, oh, you know, there's paint, the PPF is on there, so oh well, it's gonna protect the car. No, that's not how it works. You need to also maintain that PPF. Okay. I didn't do that. So other than that, I'm truly happy. I'm in love every day I get into this car and I drive it. I love to drive it. I love to go far. You know, some people, you know how some people just get tired of driving? Not with this baby. And also, I'm gonna give you this quick thing that for sure you're gonna receive is you're gonna have a lot of people want to test you. Oh yeah, especially you Honda Accords dudes. All my Dominicans out there, these #1 dudes, they are loving the fact that once they see you Tesla and you're driving a little fast, they're gonna pull up to you. They're gonna give you the signs. You'll see the signs. Everybody's gonna pull up to you, so you're gonna get a lot of Honda Accords and a lot of Beamers, definitely trying to test you. So if you want to show them the 0 to 60, you can. But I think the 2022 models, they're a little slower. I think they go in 6 seconds. Mine goes from 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. So 0 to 60 is pretty fast on mine. I bought mine, I feel like I bought my car at the best bracket, I think, of 2021 from May to August. I feel like that batch of cars were the best because that's when all the handles came in black. All the trimmings came in black where I didn't need to cover the silver like the 2020s. Some people have a 2021 and they still got the silver. So mine came in at a good time where everything went black. So I kept all black. I have a daughter. She likes to kick. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to black. The white looks amazing. It looks very nice, but I do see a lot of people complaining about the white seats and how it has the seatbelt strap lined on there and it makes it look dirty. Some people may have certain type of jeans on and it'll mess up the seats. I wanted to do white, but I gave it so much thought and I did my homework before I bought this car. I YouTubed the hell out of this car. I went to Tesla itself. I went and I checked it out for myself. I drove the Performance. I drove the Y Performance. I drove almost all of them except for the X because I know I wasn't going to buy the X. And if I got into that X, I was going to just only hurt myself with wishing I could buy it. Unfortunately, I couldn't go that far because buying an X is like buying a house. That's down payment for a house. But if you got it, go for it. But for me, I went with the SR Plus. I feel like I'm in the city. There was no point for me to get extra miles. Even though now I'm beginning to feel it just a little bit because then you would have to charge less, if you know what I mean. I get 253 at a full charge, at 100%. When you get the long range, you get about 323, and then the Performance gives you about 353 or 363, something like that. So you see, you get longer range, which is great. So if you feel the need that you need longer range, all right, cool. For me, I'm starting to feel it now that I should really have gone with more range or the LR, but it's fine. I'm still happy with this. I'm not really complaining. It's just that you know how you get something, you say to yourself, yeah, I should have went with this, but I didn't. So again, I'm happy about everything about the car. And if you tell me, would you still buy a Tesla? Yes, I'll still buy a Tesla. Would you buy any other EV vehicles? I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm not knocking all the other EV cars. Mercedes, BMW, everybody's making an EV car, but I feel like rolling with the Elon Musk team, it was the best idea. Why? Because he's the one that mastered it first. 2, he's the one changing the world. He's the one that got this all started. Everybody's following. So why not go with the head of the pack? Elon Musk. Tesla is the best brand for me, but then if you want to go with, you know, features and dashboard, and I'm gonna tell you now, that's what most people to me are sold. You're sold off of what the dashboard looks like. When people tell me, hey Jeff, you ever seen the electric Mercedes? And I go, yeah, what do you like about it? The first thing they talk about is the dashboard. They don't talk about the speed. They don't talk about how far or how much range it gives them or the technology itself. They're just all excited about the way it looks. Cool, I got it on one big ass, look like an iPad 15. That's what it looks like. So a lot of people they're bought off of the way it's inside, it's set up. Elon Musk doesn't focus on the inside of the car. He's focusing on the technology of the car. Granted. But these other electric cars, they're not going to outbeat Tesla, and I don't think anytime soon. And the only person that's close to him would be the Lucid Air. Why? Because he worked for Tesla and left in 2013 when Tesla almost dropped the first Model S, from my understanding. So that would be the only car that I would be interested in watching next. Though I did order the Cybertruck because I do wanted to upgrade this one. You know, because soon, hopefully buying a house, of course you're gonna need a truck and a bigger vehicle when owning a house. So I'm on that route right now to do that. But on another note, right now, just being in the city, this is the best choice I made. I wouldn't go any different with it. I'm saving a whole lot of shitload of money on gas, and you know, it drives beautifully. It's sexy. There's no engine listening where, you know, you turn on your car and you have a problem and you can't turn on your radio yet, and you just got to hear the car first to see if you hear any issues. Nope, you don't hear anything with this one, because this one doesn't have that type of maintenance. So for you guys that are really thinking about going with buying an electric car, go for it. You know, it's the best choice. Although there's not that many you know, a lot of charging stations, that's the one thing that pisses me off about living in New York City, especially towards Manhattan area. Yonkers is a lot easier because I'm up in Yonkers a lot. Yonkers is a lot easier. There's a lot of charging stations in Yonkers, but in Manhattan it sucks. And the reason being is because all the charging stations, whether they're level 1s or level 2s or even Tesla charging stations, they're all inside garages. And they're gonna charge you in the garage, whatever it is, for an hour to charge. And it's only a level 2 charge, so you're only getting a certain amount of mileage out of there, right? Now, at my job, I go charge at my job, which is $20 for 15 hours. And I'm usually at work for 12 hours. So I don't mind paying the $20, but I can't do it daily. So I'll charge it for about 20. I'll charge it about maybe once or twice a week. Usually, other than that, I'm usually riding the train, like I said before. I'm always on the public transportation, bus or train. I don't need to drive my car. Maybe towards the weekends I'll come in and I'll drive. That's about it. But it sucks in Manhattan because I didn't find the sense of having a garage, having these Tesla or level 2 chargers, and then you're charging me to charge my car. On top of that, you're charging me to charge. So for me, that doesn't work. So you see, luckily now that we have a lot more of these out here, like Flow Chargers, ChargePoint, and other companies out, it's good for us, for a lot of us that don't have homes, that don't charge from home, and we don't have to resort to always having to charge at a supercharging station. So I prefer doing it this way. Level 2 charger takes care of your battery. It's awesome. Some people may say, oh, this is a headache, you got to do this, you got to do that. All right. Some people may feel that way, but you know what? That's your beef, not mine, you know? So I find what's best for me. And it's great that I did my homework, and because it helps me move around a lot. So for that reason alone, I'm proud to say to myself, this is the route that I went, and I'll do it all over again. It's fine by me. I don't have a problem. You could put gas in your car and I could charge my car 3 times in a day, and honestly, I won't even go to the amount that you put into your car to fill up your tank. So if you put $70 in your car and I charge 3 times in a day, I'm paying what, half, less than half to charge my car. So you're not going on a bad route when you go with electric if you're worrying about saving money. I go about saving money. So that's my deal. So let me cut this short. I think it was just talking. Hopefully this was helpful for all you guys. If have any questions, please put in the comments. I'll try my best to answer them. And for all you idiots that like putting your dumb comments and stuff like that, just ignoring you guys, I'm just gonna answer those who really asking real questions. Other than that, signing off. I'm out of here. I need to go get something to eat. I need to go get something to drink while this sucker charges up. So Till next time, and good luck out there. Be safe, because the streets is crazy.